Hey there, it's Frank from GameDebate.net here. Since Victor and Jason are basically showing off their wares, and by that I don't mean pirated software, but rather the shit that they bought, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing here. I got a new camera, so I figured this would be the perfect way to try it out. So the first things, I'm just going to show you the games that I've bought here. I'm not going to show you the consoles just yet because I have to extensively refurbish those first before I actually think I should show them off on camera. And it's pretty late already, so I was like, get this crap going. I'm going to go in, I guess, in order by the life of the console. So we'll go from the oldest to the newest. So let's start off with the Atari 2600. Got a nice copy of Frogger here. Not tested it out, but I can tell this game was not played much. Mainly because when I cleaned the inside of the contacts in here, I noticed there wasn't a lot of dirt, or dust for that matter of fact. I don't know if cartridges back in the 70s and 80s, it claims here at the bottom label, down here actually, claims that this is from 1982. So I would have thought that in 1982 they would actually put screws in the cartridges instead of just sticking them together like this in plastic. So I'm a little bit suspicious as to if this is an imitation cartridge or if it's an original. I'm gonna have to Google up more on that. Frogger's obviously a well-known classic. If you don't know it, you obviously were born in the late 90s, early 2000s, which is too bad because this was a pioneer in arcade games back in the day, and probably your parents will tell you how much they enjoyed playing this in the arcades. There's also a cool Seinfeld episode about that as well. I'm very sure Victor will enjoy that reference since he's a fan of their humor. Qbert for the Atari 2600. Again, this is 1983 originally. It says the copyright here on this game, on this particular copy, is 1988. I'm not sure if they still made Atari 2600 games in 1988, but whatever. It's made in Hong Kong, so again, I'm a little suspicious. I got this at a local shop here for fairly little money. Again, the contacts were not that dirty, and you can see the stickers in generally good condition. So again, I'm a little suspicious as to the authenticity of this cartridge, and again, no screw to hold it together. Again, most cartridges were held together with a screw. Vanguard. I don't know too much about this game. This was trademarked by Centurion Incorporated, which I'm very sure is out of business or got into a financial car wreck of some sort. What's interesting is the label looks very Atari 5200 like, but then again, so did the re-release version of the Atari console that wasn't made of wood anymore, that was made with plastic. So it's quite possible it's an original. The label again isn't worn much, and with these cartridges you'll notice that the actual board is protected until you actually insert this into the Atari console, and which then exposes the pins, and then you can play the game. But again, also got this today, pretty cheap. And next we have Asteroids. Still gotta get used to putting these cartridges the right way up. I'm convinced this is not an imitation cartridge as well, because the label is a little worn here on the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that, and as well as here too. It's not worn. But again, I have to research if, you know, screws have anything to do with it or whatnot. This is from 1981. Quite old. And now owned by Activision, I believe. Owns the rights to his Asteroids, I believe. But back then it was an Atari original. Nice game, quite old. And last we have Defender. Again, another classic Atari game made by Williams, actually. This is from 1981, so this is almost 30 years old. Not sure about the originality of this one because the label wasn't worn at all. And since there's no screw on it, I'm afraid of taking it apart because you see the label connects both halves here, and would make it fairly difficult to take this apart without ripping the label. But because of the place where I got it at, it had a bunch of these, so it's quite possible that it might be an imitation.